for a guy who jumps out the gym, yeah, he's gonna have tweaks on the armor because of the weight that he carries naturally.
Got to talk about your guy, Stephen A.
Ooh, what did Steven do?
Well, you know, it's been Stephen A versus the world lately. So Zion, I had a conversation about his difficulties, during injuries. Right, he made the quote. There was a lot of criticism on my weight, my care for the game. I'm in Portland rehabbing, not knowing if my foot is going to heal, and he was frustrated about this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what that means, right? That gives good old pal Stephen A. Smith an opportunity to go attack Zion once again. Do his normal Stephen A. Smith. Play this first.
The reality of the situation is, I say this respectfully to Zion Williamson, we're very happy for you. But I want to piggyback off of what Perk added because it's incredibly important. Nothing was made up. The information that emanated about Zion Williamson, yeah, it came from inside the organization. It came from people even closer than that to Zion Williamson. I'm going to leave it at that. People that called up and encouraged us to get his ass because of some of the things that he was doing. You got people that are alcoholics. You got people that are drug addicts and stuff like that. What was Zion's problem? Food addict. The joke was everybody in New Orleans that cooked. It could be everybody from a restaurant, a chef, to your grandmama, all right? Anybody that cooked knew about Zion Williamson, and he knew them. They were on a first-name basis because that brother ate a lot, okay? You even had rumors, and literally, I'm here thinking it was a joke, and somebody told me to go on the air and point out how he got busted hiding food under his bed. This is the kind of stuff that was happening.
Okay. Very, very mild Stephen A., right? That was a very mild Stephen A. Smith snap. Now, what comes to follow is the Pelicans organization getting their get back. They decided to troll Stephen A. And you like trolling. I figured you would like this because you're a troll guy. They decided to post this video of Stephen A. Smith's, we'll call it, sports activities over the past couple years.
Now, this man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game of basketball. He has small hands. He can't catch the ball. He's got bad feet. He can't really move, even though he's mobile. Doesn't really know what he's doing. Doesn't have a post move that he puts to memory that he can do 2 times in a row. He has no game whatsoever. Plays no defense. Doesn't have the heart, the passion, or anything that comes with it.
Now, Gil, you are the troll king.
The Pelicans did that?
The Pelicans.
With that, with the words, everything?
They did that whole edit. This is the New Orleans Pelicans page.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. That's their page,
Okay.
New Orleans Pelicans NBA. Right. What are you rating that on a troll factor? 1 out of 10. It's a good troll? Good response?
That's a good troll. But okay, it's a good troll, but it's not meant for that player. Right, it was another player, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, listen. What year did we talk about Zion and his food stuff? 2-3 years ago?
Maybe 2-3 years ago. I feel like it's been pretty much every offseason somebody has said something, but yes.
Every offseason he came in looking in shape, right? So it's the idea of every time he gets hurt, oh, it's because of food.
Yeah.
Have you ever just thought that he jumps so hard, he jumps so high, he jumps so hard, right? He is Hancock, right? That's how he explodes. Do you know it has to land? All that power has to come down. Ankles, toe, all it's coming down. Times 6. Whatever comes up that weight, when it comes out, times 6. So for a guy who jumps out the gym, yeah, he's gonna have tweaks on the armor because of the weight that he carries naturally. But when we're talking about overweight, we know his body style. It is a strong football body. But We've never seen Zion fat. Did he come back like Borzial? Huh? Did he come back like Sean Kemp? Them years when he came back after the lockout? That was fat. That was out of shape fat. We've never seen that from Zion. Like when you're talking about fat, if he weighs 260, he's 270, 275 when he comes back. That's expected. That's anybody. 210, now I'm 225. Then I gotta, I guarantee if you look at JT, he's a little thicker than he's supposed to be. Gotta run it off. So for someone who gets criticized for being overly big, I'm sorry, man. We've seen overly big and someone who looked like they had a real weight issue. Now, whoever told you he hides food under his bed, listen, we don't want to hear about who he was when he was a little kid. Right? And his mother told him, his parents told him, don't bring no food, just done eating, and he's hiding the food under his bed. But you're not going to convince not one adult, not one adult, unless this is fix my 600 pounds, right? And they sneaking food because, they're supposed to be under a certain weight. But there's no grown-ass man who lives by himself or with a girl that has to hide food under the bed like a little kid from his parents. I don't see how that actually, like, it's really? Huh. If you had a food problem right now, right? Would you hide the food in the bed or the refrigerator?
At 29, my big age, I'm eating out the refrigerator. I'm not hiding it.
You gotta hide it under the bed. Who you hiding it from?
I don't know.
Who do you hide it from?
And he's single too. Like, I don't know.
What about, but who's gonna whip me? Like, what is the punishment? What's the punishment? Like, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where it's like, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, nobody's hiding fucking food under the bed. Women, other women, oh yeah. All right, I won't get up under there. She's about to leave. Like, well, she just came home. Like, food.
Now, our guy Stephen A. Smith didn't like that. He didn't like that response. He can't go out like that. He had to get his get back gift. He gonna get it back in blood.
The reality of the situation is, I say this respectfully to Zion Williamson, we're very happy for you. But I want to piggyback off of what Perk added because it's incredibly important. Nothing was made up. The information that emanated about Zion Williamson, it came from inside the organization. It came from people even closer than that to Zion Williamson. I'm going to leave it at that. People that called up and encouraged us to get his ass because of some of the things that he was doing. You got people that are alcoholics. You got people that are drug addicts and stuff like that. What was Zion's problem? Food addict. The joke was everybody in New Orleans that cooked. It could be everybody from a restaurant, a chef, to your grandmama, all right? Anybody that cooked knew about Zion Williamson, and he knew them. They were on a first-name basis because that brother ate a lot.
He decided to clap back at the entire Pelicans organization. Gil.
Same organization that gives you inside evidence and inside information on Zion. Okay, all right.
So, in the great troll-off, Gil, between the Pelicans intern, who put up a video on social media, and Stephen A. Smith, who won?
Stephen A. won against the Pelicans, the organization. And Zion wins against him because everything that you pointed out against the Pelicans, that's who drafted him. Right? You know what I mean? So everything we say, you can't stay injured, you can't stay this, you got to do this. and then you point out why this organization has been losing for so long. I mean, you can't have it both ways, right? Now, when it comes to a team like the Pelicans themselves, you can't blame them for not being successful. You want to blame them for the billions that they are worth? Who's lower than that is the Grizzlies. Well, the Grizzlies have been successful, right? Maybe it's the city itself. Maybe it's where it's located. The market value of the city. That's where your evaluation comes from. And New Orleans being New Orleans, they have to get players from the draft or trades, right? How many top free agents are saying, "Oh yeah, I want to go to New Orleans," right? "Oh, I want to go to Memphis," right? So it's really hard for small market teams to build winning organizations, right? It takes time. It takes, like, let's just be honest. Like, if you're talking about 20 right steps to success, when you're in a small market, you got to make 19 of them. That means every draft pick you make has to be the best one. There's no bad year of a draft pick. Like, we got the top 5 pick. You're trying to get the 10-time All-Star, the Hall of Famer from that draft. Rebuilding? Yeah, nah. The small market teams, you can't rebuild. That's never a thing to do. Yeah, big cities can rebuild because they can just reload up. Rebuilding for a small market is exactly what it is. You have to rebuild 10, 15 years to get back. The right pieces, the right 15. That's how you got to get back there. Lakers, yeah, we rebuilding this year. Oh, shit, we're champions next year because they can buy everybody in in the summer, right? You guys can't do that. So I like that, New Orleans clap back. Stephen A. clap back. New Orleans, you're up. You're up. What you got for us? Yeah. The professional part went out. What you got, big dog? It's y'all turn. Come on, Pelicans. Hit them with something. But I personally like the young team they got right now.
Oh, I like them too. They losing it, and we got their pick. The Hawks got their pick. I'm excited.
I mean, you're talking about a year where, like I think one of the most stacked teams they had was when Cousins was there, and you had Rondo and Drew Holiday. Now that was a team. I think they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
That was a team. Now a team like that, if that team stays together, now that is you built something. But obviously you trade pieces away and then boom, it just, you just gotta be careful. You gotta be smarter in small cities. Let's just say that. Right? You have to be an A student to be in a small city. You can be a C student at being in a New York or LA or, let's say, a Boston, or a big city, because let me just be honest. I don't have to be that smart in LA where you want to come, where every free agent want to come. I don't have to be a genius. If I'm sitting in a small market, I got to be a genius because, everything depends on these picks every single year.